All right, y'all. So let's get into, um, our reality, our world. And, a lot of people like to pay attention to things that don't really matter in this reality. And, this is why the world is the way it is. So there's a lot of distractions going on. There's a lot of biases going on. There's a lot of selfishness going on. There's a lot of division going on. There's just a lot of oppositions going on, a lot of go back and forth. There's no really sense of unity and community. So why is that? Why isn't the system uniting their people like they should? Why isn't the system should be aware of this type of thing? If they care for, their society that much, why aren't they taking the necessary steps to fix the situation? If it's obviously in front of our faces. Like this shit's been going on for way too long. Why isn't, why are they ignoring the situation? They got so much time to spend money on bullshit like war, killing people, taking their resources. And this is what our taxpayer money is getting used for. So why aren't they taking the necessary steps to fix our environment? I could tell you one reason why. Because the people are too distracted and they got too emotionally comfortable with the situation that they grew in. They got too emotionally invested in the life and the bubble that they chose to live in, even if that life bubble is a lie. So everybody's living a lie to a certain extent, and there's individuals here who are, already know the truth and trying to spread the truth. So this is how, divine messengers come down here to spread the message. That's the only way it happens. It don't happen any other way. And for you religious folks, who are into Christianity, or if you're Muslim, if your God is so powerful, why are you taking this necessary steps to talk about corruption? You're not talking about nothing. You're not taking the time to do the research to speak on these things. You're not. It's like, if your God is powerful, if you hold yourself up to that moral standard, why aren't you taking the necessary steps to expose what's happening? The corruption that's going on. Why are you still feeding onto the bullshit that that's poisonous for you? There's a lot of bullshit in the stores and food that's not supposed to be in the stores, and you're feeding your kids this, and this is affecting their mental health and their emotional health, their vibrational, emotional, spiritual health. So this affects us physically. So you like praying and doing all these things, but it's not really doing anything. What people need to do is take action. So we need to take action. Even if you're not into astrology and higher levels of spirituality, you should at least carry the obligation and duties of what Jesus would do. And Jesus is good based on your religion and Bible. But you're not even doing that. You're not, sacrificing yourself like Jesus would. You're just, praying and doing whatever you want. You're being selfish in some type of way. You fell into some type of desire. You living inside your own level, and you're living inside your bubble, and you got comfortable in that bubble because you're probably scared of the truth, or not tapping into certain things that might may seem like an outcast. But like I said, Jesus died for your sins, so why aren't you doing the same thing? How you expect to go to heaven if you can't die for Jesus too? It just doesn't make any sense. So if you're spiritual, like in your religious term, you should do the right thing, like how I'm doing. Just because you got comfortable in your way of living doesn't make it right, because this system isn't natural, period. It's not fair in any way, shape, or form. The government is supposed to take care of the people, not the other way around. But like I said, people got accustomed to it, to the way of living. They got comfortable with slavery. When life is deeper than what it seems. Life is deeper than money. Life is deeper than your desires. Your desires is why you got here in the first place, because your spirit got stuck in these things subconsciously. You see, every day we subconsciously pick up on things and adapt to things, and we get comfortable with these things. And this is how your spirit resonates and be born into these things. So we got to be careful of how we utilize our subconscious mind, because religion is not as deep as you think it is. There's a deeper meaning that religious folks are not understanding. And your true power is to believe in yourself, to know thyself, not believe in something external outside of you. Because once you believe in something that's outside of you, now you're giving your power away to something that's outside of you. You're supposed to give that power to yourself, so you can believe in yourself, to find a knowing, a higher truth, a higher power, so you can have the full awareness of what's going on. So this is what we have to do. We have to get out of our beliefs. We have to get out of our biases. We have to see the bigger picture. We have to get out of our desires. But this shit takes time, I guess. But if you see society is not heading to the right direction, then that should only tell you one thing. If your God is powerful, majority of people are in some type of religion, Christianity, for example. We don't see it working. These individuals do not speak on what's important. They just speak on surface level Bible things. And they don't go deeper than that because of, the way they view, once they get into Christianity, they think that's all to it, just because they use it as a mental crutch to go to get to to get by day to day. And to some extent it does work, because it comes from the higher truth. It comes from a deeper truth. See, everything is like a condensing mechanism. There's a higher truth. I know the higher truth. But with religion, they encapsulated that higher truth into a lesser truth. And that's what is basically it. And there's different levels of truth because it comes from the higher truth. But to know that higher truth, you have to go deeper than your belief. You have to go deeper than how you consciously see things. You know, it's a very, very deep topic. And, you know, it takes time to do the shadow work, but it is necessary. So, this is how we evolve. This is how we get out of our situation. This is how, you know, we become a community, because we're all gonna see the same thing. And, you know, I'm gonna just leave it at that, and I'll catch you on. Peace.